Okay. I'd like to call to order the December 2017 meeting of the Lafayette Common Council. Please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance to our nation's flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Okay, would the clerk conduct roll call?
Heidi?
Here.
Clinker?
Here.
Reynolds?
Here.
Campbell?
Here.
Brown?
Here.
Allersmeyer? Williamson?
Here.
Downing?
Here.
Nargi?
Here.
Quorum present.
Okay, first thing is approval of the minutes. You've received the November 6th minutes. Are there any questions, corrections? Mr. Campbell?
I move those minutes be approved as communicated.
Second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, presentation and disposal of claims.
There are none.
Presentation of petitions and communications.
There are none.
Reports of city offices on file in the city clerk's office.
Fleet maintenance monthly October, Lafayette Renew monthly October, Police Department October, Waterworks monthly October.
And those can all be viewed in the clerk's office during regular business hours. Ordinances for second reading. Ordinance 2017-45.
An ordinance amending the section of 4.06.040 of the Lafayette Municipal Code, Farmers Market Time of Use.
Okay, Mr. Clinker
I move we hear ordinance 2017-45 on second reading.
and Mr. Heidi.
Second.
Okay. We talked about this at the last council meeting. Are there any questions or concerns from anybody at the council? Are there any questions or concerns from anybody in the audience concerning this ordinance? Okay, hearing no questions or discussion, will the clerk conduct a roll call vote, please?
Heidi?
Aye.
Clinker?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Campbell?
Aye.
Brown?
Aye.
Williamson?
Aye.
Downing?
Aye.
Ordinance passes 7-0.
Okay, next, ordinances for first reading, ordinance 2017-47.
An ordinance to amend the zoning ordinance of Tippecanoe County, Indiana to rezone certain real estate from I-3 to GB, 2450 Sagamore Parkway, Lafayette, CB2 LLC petitioner.
Okay, Mr. Downing
I move to hear and approve ordinance 2017-47.
and Mrs. Williamson.
Second.
Okay, and we have,
We need to take it off the table.
oh, do we have,
Yeah, it was tabled, so we need to remove it.
okay, now we need a motion to, last meeting we tabled it, so now we need a motion to take it off the table.
I move that be removed from the table for consideration.
Okay?
A second.
Second, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Okay, now we can read the ordinance. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, somebody's here to speak.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm Charles Hockema, member of CB2 LLC, and this request comes with a strong staff recommendation and a unanimous approval from APC. I assume the council members are familiar with the history of the old Rostone manufacturing facility. Staff's recommendations make a lot of sense to me personally. I remember 30-plus years ago riding my BMX bike across town to meet with friends and thinking, boy, that was kind of the outer boundary of the city, and the city's grown a lot, and that seems like the appropriateness of that zoning has kind of come and gone. So the GB that we're requesting seems very appropriate to me, and I'm happy to answer any questions the council may have.
Okay.
Two questions.
Okay.
What is your ultimate use for that piece of property?
One of the conditions of the sell is to be rezoned to GB, so there's still a lot of influx on what we'll ultimately do. We had a commitment from a Brazilian grill. It was really kind of an interesting restaurant that we haven't really seen in this area, and due to some of the delay on the seller's part, we've some of that hasn't materialized. We're still planning to develop for that particular company, but we may not be able to get them on that corner. So the overall use was intended to be lifestyle entertainment type development, but really what that means to us is things that you can't get off the internet is really our intention there. There's a lot of heavy apparel retail across the street, obviously, and we want to do things that are going to, be a little bit more resilient up against some of the big Amazon-type distributors online.
Okay. Oh, no, I guess my second question, you kind of answered that, because I was asking if you had anticipated any additional delays or anything like that as far as moving forward with your plan.
Well, we still have some things to clear up with IDEM. That site had went through remediation several years ago, and they did receive a covenant not to sue from the state and went through a pretty lengthy, both for soil and water, and regs have changed since they got that covenant. So we have some things to do, but we have a good environmental attorney involved, and we're proceeding to deal with those issues, and we'll move as quickly as IDEM will allow us. So,
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Any other questions from council members? Any questions from anybody in the audience concerning this ordinance? Seeing none, will the clerk conduct a roll call vote for ordinance 2017-47?
Heidi?
Aye.
Clinker?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Campbell?
Aye.
Brown?
Aye.
Williamson?
Aye.
Downing?
Aye.
Ordinance passes 7-0.
Okay, next is resolution 2017-25.
A resolution of the Common Council of the City of Lafayette, Indiana, authorizing the participation of said city in the motor fuel budgeting program of the Indiana Bond Bank for the 2018 budget year, the execution of the qualified entity reimbursement agreement in connection therewith, and other related matters.
Okay, Mr. Brown.
Madam President, I move that we hear and approve Resolution 2017-25.
Ms. Williamson?
Second.
Okay, Mr. Jones.
Madam President, council members, Mike Jones, Controller. I'm here tonight to again ask for your approval to allow the city to participate in the Indiana Bond Bank Fuel Budgeting Program. This program is the same program that we have participated in since 2011, and basically it is in essence, an insurance policy that provides budget stability for the largest and perhaps most volatile commodity that we purchase. The program has not, or the program that I'm recommending has not changed since 2011. We are allowed to place up to 80% of our estimated fuel usage into this budgeting program. Our estimate for this coming year in 2018 is 360,000 gallons of unleaded and diesel fuel. Once all the participants have pledged their usage, the bond bank, with the help of an energy expert, then develops a pricing collar, which basically is a ceiling and a floor. And that pricing collar, if the average NYMEX, the New York Mercantile Exchange fuel price, goes above the ceiling, then any gallonage amount that we have pledged that month, we get the difference between what the ceiling and what the actual price was. We receive a check back from the bond bank. Conversely, if it goes below the floor, we do the same thing and send a check to them for the difference between the amount of the floor and the base of the NYMEX price. If it stays in the middle, if it falls inside that collar, we just pay an administrative fee, and that's running about 3.2 cents per gallon. The most that we can put into usage is about just under 300,000 of this 360,000 gallons. But I would ask your approval. Certainly, we have been able to keep our budget intact since we started this. First couple of years without it, I was here quite a bit to go ahead and ask your approval to to switch funds around to pay for it. So it's been a good program for us, and certainly once we do this, we don't have to look at the budget again for that line.
How many participants are?
I know of 7 right now. However, one of them is NDOT, which is really large.
So the larger number of participants that we have, that strengthens our position?
Yes, it gives this energy consultant the ability to pledge more gallonage on the market. And of course, in a commodity situation. We don't actually trade. That's on the energy company, and the bond bank accepts all the risk. We have essentially that administrative fee, and our budget is covered.
Oh, and once again, that tie is jamming.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions from the council concerning this resolution? Any questions from anyone in the audience concerning this resolution? Seeing none, will the clerk have a roll call vote on Resolution 2017-25?
Heidi?
Aye.
Clinker?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Campbell?
Aye.
Brown?
Aye.
Williamson?
Aye.
Downing?
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Thank you.
Next one is Resolution 2017-26.
A resolution declaring the designation of certain real estate as an economic revitalization area and approving the application for property tax abatement, Ray Magnet Wire Company, personal property.
Okay, Mr. Heidi?
Move to hear Resolution 2017-26.
Mr. Klinker?
Second?
Okay, Mr. Mayor?
Madam President, ladies and gentlemen of the council, we have before you this evening a resolution for Rave Magnet Wire. You know, they're an important company here in our community. They're going to be investing a little bit over $2 million in some additional equipment, and I think this is very important. As you'll hear, we have a representative from the company here tonight. We'll talk a little bit about why that's important and what they're going to be doing there and how that affects the overall stability of that facility here in our community. You know, several years ago, we were fortunate when they closed some other facilities to have some of that equipment moved here, and our plants continued to be successful. And we've got some good economic development news this week with the expansion at Subaru and the new vehicle. We want to continue that momentum, working with all of our companies to continue to build that strong economic base, particularly in advanced manufacturing, and Ray Magnet is an important piece of that. So with that, I will I ask for your support, and I will turn it over to the representative from the company, and they'll give you a little bit more information.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Roger Marshall. I'm the plant manager at Ray Magnet Wire. I've been the plant manager there for about 3.5 years now. And recently, last 2 years, we've had just stellar performance, productivity, quality, all the functional metrics at our plant. And we've got what we call a MagnaFlex product that we make in our Virginia facility. The demand continues to grow, and due to the performance of the Lafayette team, it has been decided by Ray Corporate that the new line will be installed in Lafayette. Okay, and we've already started ordering that equipment. We anticipate next summer that the line will be up and running, and it's a conformed aluminum polymer coated wire that functions in the transformer industry. So we anticipate this is the first of many lines of this nature that will come into Lafayette. And as I said, it's due to the performance of the team and what they've been able to accomplish over the last 2 years. So we have that MagnaFlex line, and we're also upgrading another oven that produces a much softer wire that a lot of customers have asked for in terms of windability, specifically in the automotive industry. So we've got 2 projects going on. We anticipate many more projects to come out of these 2 in the upcoming years. So this will allow the plant to remain competitive and hopefully gain a competitive edge over a lot of our competition. So we appreciate your support and everything you've done for us, and ask for your support in this.
Okay, questions from council members? Any questions? Any questions from anyone in the audience concerning this resolution? Okay, seeing none, will the clerk conduct a roll call vote on Resolution 2017-26?
Heidi?
Aye.
Clinker?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Campbell?
Aye.
Brown?
Aye.
Williamson?
Aye.
Downing?
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Okay,
Thank you.
we also need to set a public hearing for this resolution, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so, Mr. Campbell,
At 6:31.
Oh, you're so good.
on
whatever
January
date
8th,
We meet again,
January 8th, 2018.
that we hold a public hearing for the
Okay,
purpose of.
and Mr. Reynolds,
A second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, next on the agenda, reports of standing committees. Any reports? Reports of special committees. Reports by the mayor.
Well, thank you, Madam President. I have a special report to make this evening. And if you give me just a second here to get organized. I have to take care of something real quick.
Sing, Lon.
No, don't sing, Lon.
Don't sing. When the Saints get marching in or something.
Yeah. How about White Christmas?
When the
Do you know White
Saints-
Christmas?
Maybe Thursday.
Although the salt budget, you probably don't want to sing about anything about White Christmas, right? Yeah, leave that out. Okay.
He's out there.
How about have a holly jolly?
Oh, no. No, not that song.
We have a very special surprise for someone in the audience this evening. Come on in.
Oh, Shriners. Oh, my.
Hey, how are you? Must have something to do with it. Must have something to do with hunting.
Has to do with Shiner.
All right. Like I said, we have a very special surprise for someone in the audience tonight. As you know, it's very rare, but from time to time, I do make special presentations of special awards to people in our community who have made substantial contributions. And tonight, we want to honor one of those. We want to honor one of those people with a very special award. And tonight, that's going to be Tim Schreiner. So I'm going to embarrass you. He caught you off guard, didn't he? Caught you off guard. So I'm going to have Tim come up here in just a second, but I'm going to talk a little bit first. But you know, in this world, there are givers and there are takers. And Tim is a giver. And he has meant a great deal to the city of Lafayette, as his whole family has, for many, many, many years. And you know, if you look at what's transpired in the Lafayette community over the past 36 years, where Tim served on the Area Plan Commission and the Board of Zoning Appeals, it really is remarkable. And I can tell you that he is a Lafayette guy. He cares about Lafayette. He cares about our past, he cares about our present, and he cares about our future. And he approached whatever he did in this community, whether it was being involved with the Elks, the Knights of Columbus, the Moose, like I said, the Area Plan Commission, on what was best for our community and what was best for the people that lived here. And he did that day in and day out. And he did a lot of things behind the scenes too, like shop for people for Christmas in need, some other things that most people don't know about. And if you look back over the changes that have taken place in our community, whether it's land use or Caterpillar coming here or Subaru coming here, all the things that we've planned, that he's worked on through the Area Plan Commission, the Board of Zoning Appeals, and the way he's done that, like I said, in that practical, pragmatic approach with just one thought in mind: what's right for Lafayette? What's right for our community? Do the right things for the right reasons, year after year. And those are pretty tough jobs. That's not easy, as we all know, being on the Area Plan Commission, being on the Board of Zoning Appeals. Those are tough decisions sometimes, and he's done them with grace, he's done them with honor, he's done them with integrity, and I can tell you, he has made a significant impact in this community. And we wouldn't have the community we had without his leadership, and I know some of those decisions, he helped guide the way. And he was willing to listen to people, and he was willing to look at new things and not be stuck in the past, but look at new things. And he's made a marvelous, marvelous impact. And so I want to present him tonight with a Marquis De Lafayette. It's the highest award I can bestow on someone. We wanted to surprise him with his family being here. We got him down here under the guise of, there were some zoning things we needed him to listen to, because so we got him down under that guise because he still wants to be helpful, right? And so I think there's a couple family members I think are probably really surprising him that they're here tonight. So Tim, would you come on up, please? All right, it's in right here. The Royal Order of the Marquis de Lafayette. Know all by these presents, whereas the city of Lafayette is named for that dedicated son of liberty, and whereas it is the custom of the city to honor individuals who demonstrate such dedication in Lafayette's behalf, and whereas such an individual, Timothy Schreiner, is distinguished as one who lives a salutary example of humanity, loyalty, inspiration, and wise counsel. Now, therefore, recognizing such selfless labors and vast achievements, I do hereby bestow the title of Marquis de Lafayette, witness my hand in the seal of Lafayette, Indiana, this the 4th day of December in the year of our Lord, 2017. So, Tim, for all you've done for many, many years, thank you very much, and it's my honor to present to you.
If I can.
Cindy will limit you to 3 minutes, so don't carry on.
We got the 3-minute rule. Mayor Rozorsky, thank you very much, council members, and my kids and my brothers and everyone else. Golly. I don't know what to say, which is kind of rare for me. Except that we appreciate the guidance. I served under 3 mayors, starting with Mayor Reilly, Mayor Heath, and Mayor Rozorsky. And I should relay a little bit of what happens to a person who serves on the Plan Commission and the Board of Zoning Appeals when he gets out into the public. Everyone wants to know how much money you make under the table. Everyone wants to know who tells you how to vote. People assume the worst things about people who sit on those kinds of committees. And you know, I've told them over and over again, since 1980 through 2016, under 3 mayors, I never ever was told how to vote, how to think, or how to act as a member of those boards. And that's the way it is. And as far as being paid, no, I never got a lunch, a breakfast, cup of coffee, or anybody. So, you know, when you hear those things, you gotta correct people. It's not the way it works. Committees that I've served on are they're just made up of normal volunteer citizens like you all, and I was proud and glad to have those opportunities. And thank you again, and thank you, Mayor.
Yeah. Thank you for your service. Okay.
We'll finish the meeting and we'll take some pictures.
Okay. Okay. Any other miscellaneous or new business? Okay. Reports of councilmen. Okay, now we have time for public comment. If you would like to speak, please come to the podium, state your name and address, and you're limited to 3 minutes. Please be respectful and courteous to everyone. Thank you.
I don't think I need 3 minutes for this.
Okay.
Lloyd Wells, 3717 Rawlings Drive. I want to congratulate Lafayette on the steps they take to keep the public informed, and I think we need to do a little better job, though, of making the public aware of what's available. The Citizens Police Academy is a fantastic effort to keep the public informed, and a better informed public is a lot easier to manage, I think. Yeah. And the prosecutors program that they just initiated this year is just as informative as the police academy is. And if other services could open up a way of introducing what they do and how they do it and the problems they have in the process of doing their job so that the public could be better informed and have a greater understanding of the headaches that these departments have to put up with. And so anyway, I want to thank the city for all of that.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Any other comments?
Bill Miller, 8143 Oak State Road 25 North. I've been here several times to inform you what's been going on with the stone quarry. I'm hoping this will be my last time to come and see you people. Yes, we did go to the BZA, and it was we started on October 25th, and we ended up on October 26th. I'd like to thank the mayor for coming down and supporting us. He had to bear about 2.5 to 3 hours of waiting before he got an opportunity to speak. It was about a 7-hour meeting. The vote came out 2-4 and 4 against, so the stone quarry should be out. They had 30 days to appeal. That was November 27th, and as of today, there has been no appeal. So hopefully, this is my last time come down to see you guys about this. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you for your comments.
Yep.
Anybody else?
Perry Barbie, 37 Redbud Avenue. I want to congratulate you on all your hard work you did for the great city.
Thank you.
Just another fine testament of how blessed we are to live in this great community. I'm going to do something I wasn't planning to do tonight. I came in the room like we always do every Monday, first Monday of the month. We stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I was embarrassed. You guys never seen it because you guys was paying attention like you should. Someone in the audience never stood. To me, I thought I was at an NFL game. I was embarrassed. Anyway, enough of that. I just had to get that off my chest. Anyway, I'm just so blessed to be in this great city. We have a lot of good things going on in our great community. We had a wonderful parade over the weekend. Every year, everyone says, oh, it's not going to be very good. It's not going to be very good because it's under the lights. I think we have 2 years now under the lights. I think it's getting better. And I think I hope we keep the under the lights because I think it's great. The only exception I would have is to have the Purdue leaving Santa Claus at the end. And I hope we, like on the recycling trucks, it says every time you recycle, Angel gets a swing. I like to see us next year you recycle even more because I know there's a lot of trash. Recycling stuff gets thrown out in the trash. Am I running out of time?
Go until it beeps.
Have it on.
There's something else I've been looking at the chambers for the last 2 years. The wallpaper's coming up. Is there something we can do with that?
We know.
It's a little worse, but I'm kind of tight with the mind.
I know you are.
It might be a tax increase.
I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and I hope 2018 is a healthy one for everybody. Merry Christmas.
Same to you, Perry. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Anybody else for public comment?
On behalf of the Lafayette City Council, I'd like to wish everyone a very happy holiday, a safe one, a prosperous new year, and I move we adjourn.
Second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nope.